I've had an idea, it's a bit chilly, as we are leaving the woods today and heading to a wild parking spot. I've got an idea for this week's vlog.
Oh, do ya?
Well, have you got the keys?
Yeah.
Well, you know how everyone always says it's impossible to van life in the UK?
Yeah.
Well, we're proof that it's not. We've been doing it for 17 months. And so why don't we share all of the different sort of apps and ways that we find park ups and little tips and tricks that we find, the best spots to stay overnight.
Yeah.
You're so cheesy. But yeah, I think that would be really valuable.
Well, yeah.
So as we are going to a wild park up tonight, we can share, throughout the video, all the different, because when you think we use so many different apps in different ways.
We're just so knowledgeable.
No, but I think that would be really helpful.
No, I think it'd be really helpful.
Yeah.
And then we can show everyone that living full-time in the UK, van lifing, is possible.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I think that's, because I think not everyone goes to Europe, and you don't actually need to. We haven't for 17 months.
Yeah.
And we haven't had the knock.
No.
Not been moved on. Not had any angry locals.
And we've not frozen to death yet.
I don't know if there's an app for that. Well, yeah, the weather app.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think let's do that. Let's film that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Bosh.
Boom! Welcome back. We're Trist and Kez. We've got Frank in the back, Murphy up top. How are we all doing?
Hello. Hello,
Hey.
everybody. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday. New episode, new adventure. We are leaving the new forest. Well, we're leaving the forest, aren't we?
We are leaving the forest. The sea is calling.
Yeah, it's a bit of coastal vibes, and we're taking you along with us.
This week, we thought we would share with you guys. We always see everyone saying van life is impossible in the UK. Oh, well, we don't believe in negative attitudes. But to be honest, we don't believe in them because we haven't experienced it. We've done full-time van life in the UK for 17 months now. So we thought we would share with you guys throughout this video all the different apps and how we use them and the little tips and tricks that we use to find cool park ups.
Yeah.
So hopefully it will help you guys when you're van lifing in the UK.
Yeah, how do we navigate the misty, murky world of full-time living in a van in the UK?
Whoa.
Let's find out, guys. But first, get her started.
Yeah, not me.
Let's get old Gertie started. Awkward. Saw last week's episode. That was fun.
No, we've been good this week. We have learnt from our lesson and we've been regularly starting her. So
yes, we've been good boys and girls, haven't
yes,
we?
we have.
And then we're going to fill off. Fill off?
Fill
What?
off? Wow, this is a great intro, guys.
Professionals. Let's go and empty what we need to empty and fill up what we need to fill up. Let's get going. Right, let's start her up.
The moment is upon us. Choke out. Foot on pedal. Whoa, that's
She's
in
in
gear.
gear. Yeah, that was a good start, wasn't it? Left her in gear.
Oh,
Not
dear.
great. Take two.
Okay, let's go. There we go.
Give us a fist pump, mate. Back here again, didn't we? I'll make this one quick. Guess this is the downside of van life. What has she been eating? She'll kill me for that. Let's go! Woohoo.
All done?
All done. Cue driving montage. There you go. Hey, welcome back, guys. My name's Frank. I'm 6 years old. I'm a French bulldog and I love van life. Why did I choose van life? Right. You are a nutter, bro. You crazy galah. Yes, Frank, we'll stop filming for you. You need to go to the toilet. Whoa, that's windy. So quiet. Yeah, winter time, literally no one here. Summer, we're trouble parking, which is absolutely mental. But it goes to show you one of the differences of van life in the summer versus the winter. Right, should we get back to the van, mate? Coming in. So, we might have to move the van. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were like, hey, van's really flat. Did the little meter thing. Don't think that's a good idea, is it? But yeah, move the van. We pulled up, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then you went mental because you were like, I've got to wait, I've got to burn the house down. Just messing, because the camera's on, I get away with this.
We are going to be chatting about all of the different apps, tips and tricks, the ways we use them and what we do to find cool park ups. So we thought we'd start with the most obvious one. I say obvious, there'll be a lot of you that don't know of it, but most popular one, I should say, when it comes to van life apps. Park for Night can be used in two different ways. One for wild park ups, which we shall cover in a minute, and second is for cheap campsites and farmer fields. Isn't it, babe?
Yeah, I mean, we found some real hidden gems, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, because a lot of the campsites, we should say, that are on there don't normally advertise on Google. A lot of the time they are just word of mouth little campsites, which are just absolute gems. And the farmers fields, I think, are a firm favourite of ours.
Yeah, we've not only have we found some little gems for price and location.
Price, location, and also you're giving back. You know, we all know how much the farmers have been suffering recently. Doing van life, you always want to find a way to give back.
Yeah, support local.
Exactly, support the local communities, and the farmer fields are a great incentive. One of our absolute favourites, which if you've followed us for a while, you know, is down in Bude, and it's a farmer's field run by two of the loveliest farmers.
Yeah, they're so nice, aren't they?
So nice, right up on a cliff top on the southwest coast path.
Bingo.
Ah, yay! I got it right.
Yes.
Southwest Coast Path, where you can actually, there's a pathway down the cliff edge to a huge sandy beach, which has got some of the best surf breaks. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, no, you got that right. I don't know whether they're some of the best. They are awesome.
Some of the best in Cornwall? No? Oh, I don't know.
It is fantastic for surfing. If you have a look from really like North Devon all the way to sort of south of Cornwall, I've been going for over 10, 15 years down there surfing, maybe 20. When you look at the campsites that are close or like basically on the beach almost, they're just super expensive, and this one is £10 a night. We wouldn't have found it if it wasn't for Park for Night.
Yeah, because it's, you know, passed by word of mouth. But yeah, without Park for Night, we'd never have found it. We should say with the Farmers Field, they are limited facilities. This one in particular has one toilet. It is a porcelain toilet, which I think is a massive plus.
Sick,
they have water, but nothing else. So it's really much, you're back to basics. 40-minute walk to Bude Town Centre.
Yeah.
Even if you're looking for a campsite for the night, a lot of the time, which we'll talk about later in the video, you go on to Pitch Up and things to find campsites. But if you want to find something a bit more rural, a bit more hidden, a bit more unique,
definitely check out Park for Night for those little hidden gems.
Yeah, especially down Cornwall Way. There's there's another one that we found right at the top of Tintagel Town Centre, another farmer's field. Secondly, Park for Night, using it for wild parking. There is no way we would use Park for Night on its own for wild parking. And one of the biggest reasons for that is we don't want to lay-by park, simply because we don't have a stealthy van. We always use Park for Night in conjunction with Google Maps, which is just fantastic. You can pop the location in, go onto Street View, and it's almost like you're taking a little walk around the area, isn't it?
Another top tip is, depending on when like the last photo or Street View is taken, sometimes you can go into the Street View and check out if there are any no overnight signs.
Sometimes if people have put up a very picturesque looking picture on Park for Night, which can happen, and then you just swing around and it's a very different picture, it means that you get a full view of the area that you're actually going to be staying in. And then if you flip it to satellite view, you can start to see what's in the surrounding location. So, you know, if it's a park up that's 2 meters away from a graveyard, that might not bother you. But it might be that it's 2 minutes away from a huge car park, or you just get to, or a residential area.
Yeah.
You know, we're not huge fans of parking in residential areas. And
Great
so, yeah,
tip.
it is. It is a good tip, that one, I think.
It does really help, because also sometimes on Park for Night you'll see the description and it's kind of like up a track here. When you actually look on Google, you can actually start to see, oh, that's where the park up's marked. How do I get there?
Yeah.
Is that suitable for my van?
Yeah, exactly.
Like old Gertie, you know, some people have vehicles that can go a bit more sort of like all-terrain type
Yes.
things. We don't really roll like that with Gertie. We like to know what we're letting ourselves in for.
Sometimes we'll see a park up that's got a brilliant review but no pictures.
Mm.
And so I think a lot of the time people will just skip past those. Well, you can get your own pictures, guys. Go on Google Maps.
Yeah.
The only other real thing that I would say with Park for Night is we tend to always go for the tree symbol over the parking, don't
Yes, we do.
But also, you know, there are some great car parks, as we mentioned, the Tintagel ones.
Yeah. Again, with Google Maps, you can kind of, you know, you can stay in Tintagel at a number of car parks overnight. They love it there. Very welcoming, but then you can kind of check out on Google Street View where it's like, well, what does this look like? Because sometimes the pictures that people put up are just kind of like of their van, and you don't get to see much else.
Yeah, actually that's another good point with Google Maps. If there is a spot on Park for Night that, you know, you might think to be particularly popular, if it's in a popular area, then by using Google Maps it gives you an idea of looking around the area, because there may be other spots that could be used.
Yeah, that aren't necessarily listed on Park for Night.
Exactly, which is what we did when we were in Scotland, actually.
Yeah.
We managed to find a spot all on our own that wasn't even on Park for Night, was it? Just using Google Maps.
Well, my last tip on it is outside of where to park, just sort of having a camper van or motorhome. Google Maps can come in really useful. We used to have a T5 so we could get in anywhere under any barriers.
Oh, yes.
Now we got Gertie, she's a lot taller, so just going to the supermarket as an example, you can kind of check ahead, because some supermarkets, or like little kind of like a Tesco Express, have a height barrier, and you don't want to make it all the way there and you're like, oh, you've got a height barrier, we can't get in. So yeah, you can kind of check out car parks before you get there, and some car parks are not friendly for large motorhomes and camper vans. Well, to finish this section off, when you're wild parking, leave no trace.
Also, if you do want to get out and try wild parking and you haven't yet done it, although it is chillier in the winter, it is so much quieter, isn't it?
Summer versus winter. Summer, campsites, wild parking, nicer, warmer weather, but you have to battle the crowds, and where we are, it was absolutely mobbed out in the summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a very, very popular spot where we are. We'll take you out later and show you, and it's very clear to see why it's a popular spot, isn't it?
You have people coming here paddleboarding, kite surfing, kayaking, walking.
That's what we should mention. It's not just super busy with vanners. No. It's super busy with lots of people, obviously. You know, everyone wants to enjoy these areas. We are not buying into that message that it's all vanners overpopulating places, because it's not. Very busy spot in the summer, but today I think there's 5 vehicles parked here?
5 vehicles. We are one of 4 vans.
Yeah, I think we are going to brave the elements.
Yeah, it's cold out there.
It's really chilly. The temperature has properly dropped.
Yeah, wind chill factors up.
We'll show you some of the walk, and maybe if we've got some footage from nicer weather.
Yeah, cloudy day today, so we're going to mix some real-time walking with some beautiful sunshine drone shots that we've taken before.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hello, buddy.
If you can hear us, this is why we're not recording outside of the van, because I think the wind is crashing the audio. It's freezing cold, so let's cue some sunny, lovely drone footage.
Shall we get a hot chocolate on the go?
I think we should.
I think we should. Do you want whipped cream and marshmallows?
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Baltic out there.
Yeah. Van lifing in the UK. It is a island, a small island.
Yeah.
And we know we hear a lot of people saying that Europe do it better. Of course Europe do it better. I think there's around 87 people per square mile in Europe, and there's 720 people per square mile in the UK.
Yeah.
The maths makes sense, doesn't it? So what we find is by mixing it up with free spots, contribution-based spots and paid spots is what's going to work best. We have found ways to make that more cost effective and easier.
Well, yeah, and just having like a plethora of apps, an arsenal of spots.
Absolutely,
Because
yeah.
things fall through, don't they? We've had that many times. If you've been following our channel for a while, yeah, we'll pull up somewhere. It's not what you thought. There's a no overnight sign. Yeah, things change. Expect the unexpected.
You expect to do completely free parking 365 days of the year in the most picturesque spots, then that's not going to happen in the UK. That is the simple fact. That leads us on to another couple of apps that we like to use. One of them being Search for Sites. I know there are some similarities to Park for Night.
What we've started to find, the more that we've tried to wild park and travel the UK full time, is that it does seem to have more pub stops on there. Why are pub stops great? Because sometimes you can't always find a picturesque wild park up in the area or location that you are. Hit up Search for Sites and you can find some great pub stop.
One thing we do is obviously a lot of the reviews tend to be about the spot itself. We like to go on to Google and check out their Google My Business reviews, because then that gives you an idea of the business that you're going to be buying from. That sort of ties in quite nicely with BritStops. That is a paid membership. I think it's about roughly £40 a year. Roughly £40 a year, but that will give you a whole list. It comes with an app and it will give you a whole list of businesses that participate in their scheme. They do advise that you patronise the venues that you visit. A lot of them you can call ahead, book your spot. It works in a similar way to Search for Sites. There are a few businesses on there that aren't on Search for Sites. Particular one we love in the New Forest, which is the
New Forest Cider Farm.
Yes, New Forest Cider Farm. That is a fantastic little spot, and that is only available to BritStop members, which personally I think is worth your yearly membership just for that location alone.
Yeah, it's pretty cool there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's they only allow 2 camper vans onto this green grass area between March and September or October. But yeah, the first time we went there, it was essentially our own private campsite. You can go and buy some lovely cider. It's just such a nice day. And then you're in Burley, so you can just go for a lovely walk. And even in the car park, just behind where the green space is, you get ponies walking up.
And you can also pay, is it £5 extra, and get electric hookup at that particular one. So,
which is a bargain.
Yeah, those 2 apps we also use, as we say, having an arsenal of ideas or tools in your van life toolbox. Because one year in particular, we came to this spot in the summer and it was full completely. It was getting on in the day. Finding another wild park up that we loved as much wasn't feasible.
Wasn't happening in this area.
So we just fell back on our BritStops and were able to go and find another really nice pub where we went for a little bit of tea and a pint.
Yeah.
Those 2 apps add to your Park for Night arsenal. I think we should cover the campsites now whilst we're enjoying our hot chocolate. Personally, we think a huge majority of them are overpriced. I think it is daylight robbery what some of them charge.
Yeah.
So for us, it's all about finding the best value campsites, which we have found. There's a couple of ways to do that. One we mentioned earlier, having a look on Park for Night, obviously. The second one is going on to PitchUp, finding the campsite that you like, then searching for that campsite in Google. Very, very often, when you book directly with the campsite, it's cheaper.
We've had deals through PitchUp, but more often than not, yeah, if you go to the actual campsite's website, I think Shorefields was one. They actually had a massive percentage off and deal going, and Pitch Up weren't running that deal. Make sure that you always check the campsite's website. Also,
well, you just kind of mentioned it, didn't you? When we did, I think it was back in September, we had 40 or 50% off a lot of Pitch Up campsites, which we only knew about because we had signed up to their email list.
Yeah.
And we sign up to the email list if one is available for every campsite we go to and every camping website that we use, because more often than not only are you the first ones to know about a discount, sometimes you're the only ones to know. Often they will offer exclusive discounts to only subscribers.
Yeah.
And that has saved us, let me tell you, a pretty penny.
sometimes just subscribing to their newsletter, they'll give you kind of like 10% off. And
Yes.
I know currently at the moment, at the time of recording this video, Camping New Forest will give you 10% off your stay when you sign up to their newsletter. So
Yeah, so that is
You're welcome.
It's worked for us. We tend to, just to give you sort of like a ballpark idea, for us we like to pay, if it's electric hookup, no more than £25.
yeah, we have paid more.
We have paid
We
more.
prefer not to.
£25 is the maximum. Ideally, we like to find campsites that are around £20 for electric hookup and around sort of the £15 mark for non-electric, which we've been able to do using both of those tactics.
Yeah. And one last little tip on that is, if you're not in the know, sometimes booking over weekends can be more expensive than booking during the week.
Yes.
If you are road tripping, full-time van lifing, and you need to go and get rid of waste, rubbish, get water and fill up with your electric, then
Hey, Murphy, no,
don't scratch the sofa.
No,
Yes.
don't work with children and animals.
If you are price conscious, just keep that in mind.
Price conscious, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Better than tight.
Frugal.
Frugal, that's
Frugal
it.
is the word
Frugal.
we use.
Yeah.
Frugal.
Well, why spend more when you don't need to?
Exactly. And it's all about. Okay, Murphy's just knocking things off.
Murphy's
the side
doing
now.
the dishes.
So I think we're going to finish our hot chocolates. We're going to crack on with some work.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm telling him what to do, doesn't it? I am. I think we'll pick you up when we're making dinner and share with you, I think, what is quite a little golden nugget that a lot of people don't seem to know about. Anywho.
See you in a sec. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave us a comment, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. How are we all? I mean, that seems weird that I'm saying that, because to you it's like, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Anywho, we're just making a cup of coffee. It is a very grim and grey day out there today, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, cold.
It is. It's super chill. As you can tell, I have gloves and a hat on. Obviously, you know we have a fire, but you don't want it going all the time. Also, I've just been outside. Also, none of this is of interest to you, I am sure. But yes, whilst we're making a coffee, we thought we would bring you the last... It's not such an app that we use, is it? More of a
treasure, a lucky find.
Yeah, so we all know about Scotland, make it easier to van life. A lot of people talk about the NC 500. We've done the NC 500, a lot of controversy around that. I think the negativity that's portrayed by the media makes people now start to be a little bit more trepidatious about going to Scotland, doesn't
apprehensive.
it? Yeah, because it's kind of like, oh, locals hate you.
Not met any angry locals. Everyone's lovely in Scotland.
Yeah.
But there is a solution to every problem.
Exactly.
And that solution is Forestry and Land Scotland have put on an epic scheme.
They have opened so many car parks in some of the most beautiful locations, and it's a £6, £7 overnight fee. It's called their Stay the Night scheme. A lot of the car parks have bins, some have toilets, some even have chemical waste facilities.
Yeah.
So for £7 a night is just, I mean, incredible. How are we getting on with the coffees?
Yeah, it takes a while
Gets
through.
distracted. One of the Stay the Night schemes we stayed at, which is one of our absolute favourites, is Ardentiny Bay, isn't it?
Yeah, Ardentiny Beach. Bunch of bay parking, and it's basically smack bang on the beach. I couldn't believe it when we found out the first time. 24-hour toilet. I'm
Taking.
speechless.
You could spot seals right from your van and almost dip your toes into the sea at the same time. Right, this isn't going to work. Go back in your bed. Right, these animals are not working with us right now, so we're going to make our coffees and we're going to finish off what we were telling you in just a second, if you can see me.
Scottish people are just lovely.
Yeah,
I don't
Scottish
know.
people are just lovely.
Can't fault you, Scottish people.
Yeah.
You bloody legends.
And it's not just a forestry and land of Scotland. A lot of local authorities will open their car parks for an overnight, one-night stay. There's a particular one we stay at in Golspie, Little Ferry, which is just outside of Golspie.
Yep.
The local council have opened up a huge car park there for you to overnight in for one night, which is straight onto some sand dunes and then straight onto a miles and mile long sandy beach, which is full of seals.
Yeah, seals, going to the woods for deers, you get a couple of owls.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you want?
Same as in Dumfries and Galloway, there's another community-based campsite which we've shared. All of these spots we've shared previously on our videos. So
yeah, check out this playlist. It's probably the easiest thing.
that's a good
rather
idea.
than video. Yeah.
Actually, there is one more thing I have missed. Going to Scotland has actually been made even easier by these two people that have put together this map that's got waste points, fresh water points, places to stay, attractions. I mean, tell us about it, Trist.
Well, we'd like to thank our sponsor for this video, Trist and Kez. So we've been working with Trist and Kez for quite a while now. No, I can't do that.
Come on, be serious, tell
All right,
them.
yeah, so after 6 years of travel to Scotland, we've created our own Vanlife Adventurers travel map. It's a Google map you can have on your phone or on your laptop, and we have put 6 years and tens of thousands of miles worth of knowledge into this map. This is our map. We've created this over 6 years and we've just put it in a format that other people can use it. All the years of hard research of, as we've spoken in other videos, where we're going next, where we're getting water, where we're getting gas. And you've got to look on 5 different websites, 3 different apps to see what's going on, reading blog posts of like, what's the best attractions? Don't worry about it. We've done 6 years worth of hard work, so you don't have to, and you can just download it and have the best time ever in Scotland.
Yeah, you don't need the multitude of apps.
Whether that's
You
north,
just-
south, east or west, we've got you covered. You want waterfalls, you want locks, you want beach park-ups, you want NC 500 campsites. It doesn't matter. We got you covered, guys. Water fill-up points, overnight legal and approved overnight stays, chemical waste points, laundry points and laundrettes, Revolut laundries,
Attractions? Did you say that?
attractions, places to go and get Calagas, viewpoints, where to see some seals, dolphins and some Highland cows, deers, otters, goats. What else have we got there? We've got distilleries, we've got farm shops. You want it, we've got it. For $12.99 you get lifetime access to the map, and we update it as regularly as we can, and yeah, we will let you know every time that we update it with more spots.
And that's included in so it's only a one-time
Fee,
purchase.
lifetime access
Yeah, that
of
is
however long
cool.
the map exists for.
And we have actually already had some awesome feedback.
Yes, yeah.
If we can display that on the screen as I am talking. It has been so well received. We want it to be of value. These are some of the things that people have said after buying and receiving the map. And I'll be honest, I am super proud because we say we created it. I didn't have any input into this map at all. This is completely your baby. And why? It's true.
It's us, isn't it?
It's true. There's a lot of hard work, hours and passion that has gone into creating this map. And I think, yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that. See, he says I don't give myself credit. He doesn't give himself credit. So yes, if you want to go to Scotland and you want to know absolutely everything there is to need to know for your van life trip, to either help you plan before you leave or to use interactively once you are there, then make sure you check out the link in our description and go and get yourself a Scotland van life map.
Yeah. Also, if you're looking for the perfect Christmas gift for someone who does have a van, then this is perfect for them. But yeah, any questions on the map, leave us a comment below, drop us an email, we'll answer it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's, obviously I created it, but I think it's bloody amazing.
But we used it. I think that's the best. That's what we should also say. When we were last in Scotland, we used the map.
I think we've said enough. Peace.
Enough about all of that. We've, as you can see behind Trist, we have a mountain of dishes that we need to do. We didn't do them last night.
Yeah, still not learning lessons. That's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah, I do the cooking, he does the washing up. Yeah. He failed. Yeah. But hey, none of us are perfect. We've also got a cupboard full of dirty washing that we need to now head to a...
Laundry, not more of that.
No, we're not just hiding washing in the cupboard. No, laundry, we need to... I think we're going to go and hit a Revolut.
Yeah.
Which are sometimes a bit hit and miss.
Then we've got to go and find our next park up for the night because we're not going to stay here. I think we're going to do a pub park up. But yeah.
Get down the boozer.
Definitely check us out for next week's vlog because we've got something very special coming.
Oh, yes. Could we tease them or no? No.
No.
No. Okay. No, I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a good one. I think it'll be a fun one for us to make.
Yeah.
As much as for people to watch, I hope.
Yeah.
But yes.
Exciting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss another one of these videos and leave us a comment. And until next time, folks, bye for now.